What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. It is Saturday, August 10th. Appreciate you for being here. We got 15 games today in the MLB. Alright, 15 games today in the MLB. I'm going to give you all my picks and predictions for all the games. I'm going to give you my final plays and give you a quick recap of yesterday's games. Alright, get you in and out of here with these picks and predictions. Let's have fun. Let's get right into it. Give me your picks. Give me your plays. Let's go. Here we go. First up, Texas Rangers taking on New York Yankees. This is the first game. These two teams are playing twice today, all right? So just be aware of that. First up, okay, we got Eovaldi on the mound for the Rangers and Rodon on the mound for the Yankees. Over under is 8. This game, I'm taking the Yankees. I said Yankees to win by more than 1.5 runs. And I think this game stays under 8. I think it's a low-scoring game. I can see it going like 6-2, 5-2, right underneath the 8. So, or land on 8. I think it's like 5-2, but I digress. That's the way I lean. Probably won't be in the final place, but again, Yankees by more than 1.5 runs, under 8. Next game, Oakland Athletics taking on Toronto Blue Jays. Over under is 9. You got Bido on the mound for Athletics and Rodriguez on the mound for the Blue Jays. Rodriguez has been getting hit up quite a few times. Bido, he's sort of decent. I think he does a little better than Rodriguez today. I think he has a better game. I'm taking the Athletics to win the game straight up, money line. And this game goes over 9. I think both teams put up quite a few runs. I think Athletics put up probably 6 or 7, and the Blue Jays could put up 3 or 4. Next game, the second game for the Rangers and Yankees. You got Bradford on the mound for the Rangers and Cole on the mound for the Yankees. Over under is 8. I believe, I forgot. I think Bradford either has 3 or 4 games played. I don't remember correctly. Sorry if that's not correct. But anyways, this game I'm taking the Yankees to win again by more than 1.5 runs. I think they're just going to ball out against the Rangers today, both games. I think they win by more than 1.5 runs. And I take over 8 this time. I think it goes over 8. The first game I said under 8. This game I think it goes over 8. That's the way I lean. Also probably won't be in the final place. Next game, San Diego Padres taking on the Miami Marlins. Over under is 8.5. You got Waldron on the mound for the Padres and Munoz on the mound for the Marlins. I think Waldron has a better day than Munoz today. I think the Padres take this game by more than 1.5 runs. I think you go to over 8.5. I think Munoz gets hits up. A bunch today. So I take the Padres on the run line, 1.5 runs, over 8.5. That's the way I lean. Next game, Houston Astros taking on the Boston Red Sox. Over under is 10.5. You got Aaron Getty on the mound for the Astros and Wachowski on the mound for the Red Sox. This game, this probably won't be in the final place today. I think I had this game yesterday in the final plays. We'll get more into that later. I'll take the Red Sox to win the game straight up and the under 10.5. I think it's a high number. 10.5 is a high number. It could get there for sure. Definitely could get there. Aaron Getty. The Red Sox might go off on Aaron Getty. They might get a lot of runs. That's what I might be afraid of. But I'm going to say under 10.5 and the Red Sox to win straight up. I think Aaron Getty gets hit a few times for runs. I think the Red Sox can get to him a few times. I can see it going like 6-2 or 7-2, right under the 10.5. Lands on 9. Next game, LA Angels taking on the Washington Nationals. You got Canning on the mound for the Angels, Corbin on the mound for the Nationals. Over under is 9.5. Canning is a good pitcher. Canning's pretty decent. He's pretty good. Corbin, he's not. He gets hit up a lot. that right? Is Canning pretty good? Hold on. I'm pretty sure I read his stats right. Give me 1 second. I think Canning is solid. Just 1 second. If I remember correctly. So I have, hold on 1 second. Yeah, he does okay. He's got off and on games, but I think he has a good game today. I do have the Angels winning this game by more than 1.5 runs and over 9.5. Both teams put up quite a few runs, I believe. Corbin, I think, gets hit up a lot today. I think the Angels get to him. Give me the Angels by 1.5 runs and over 9.5. See this game going like 9-3, 9-4, 9-5, like that. Next game, we got the Cincinnati Reds taking on Milwaukee Brewers. Over under is 8.5. You got Martinez on the mound for the Reds and Myers on the mound for the Brewers. Both these pitchers are decent. Martinez is a beast. He's very good. Myers also decent. I was going back and forth between this game. Not really sure who wins the game. The Brewers have been balling. The Brewers have been putting up runs a lot. I don't know if they do today. Probably won't be in the final plays. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. Again, maybe, unless the Brewers go off again. I do have the Reds to cover the run line, plus 1.5. The Reds. So Reds plus 1.5 and under 8.5. Probably won't be in the final plays, but that's the way I lean. Just worried about the Brewers going off again, so that's the way I lean. Probably won't be in the final plays. Next game, Cleveland Guardians taking on the Minnesota Twins. You got Williams on the mound for the Guardians. Woods, Richardson's on the mound for the Twins. Over under is 8.5. Another game, couldn't decide who's going to win. Could be a low-scoring game, I believe. I do have the Twins to cover the run line plus 1.5 and under 8.5. I think it's a low-scoring game as well, but I'm not sure. Probably won't be in the final plays, but that's the way I lean. Twins plus 1.5, under 8.5. Next game, St. Louis Cardinals taking on Kansas City Royals. You got Palante on the mound for the Cardinals. Waka on the mound for the Royals. Over under is 8.5. Palante gets hit up a lot. Waka is pretty decent. I think he has a better game today. Taking the Royals on the run line. They win this game by more than 1.5 runs. And stays under 8.5, I believe. Not going to be in the final plays, I don't believe. But those are my leans for that game. Next game, Baltimore Orioles taking on Tampa Bay Rays. Over under is 7. You got Burns on the mound for the Orioles and Rasmussen on the mound for the Rays. Sorry if I said your name wrong. Rasmussen. Over under 7. This game. Burns is really good. Rasmussen, I believe I remember correctly, is coming back from injury. If I remember correctly, I think he's only had 1 game so far. I think he played 2 innings, I think. Can't remember. Sorry. I do have the Orioles win this game by more than 1.5 runs. I think he goes over 7. 7 is pretty low. I think the Orioles can put up 5 or 6 runs themselves. Rays put up a couple. Gets over to 7. Next game, Chicago Cubs taking on Chicago White Sox. Over under is 8.5. You got Steele on the mound for the Cubs and Flexen on the mound for the White Sox. Taking the Cubs to win this game by more than 1.5 runs and over 8.5. I think both teams put up quite a few runs. Mainly the Cubs. I think the Cubs put up 7 or 8 themselves. White Sox put up 2 or 3. I think the Cubs put a whooping on the White Sox. Next game, Philadelphia Phillies taking on Arizona Diamondbacks. Over under is 8.5. This should be a good game. You got Aaron Nola on the mound for the Phillies and Gallen on the mound for the Diamondbacks. Nola's pretty solid. Gallons gets hit up a few times. I take the Phillies. Take the Phillies to win this game by more than 1.5 runs. And I think it stays under 8.5. Probably won't be in the final plays, but that's the way I lean. Next game, Atlanta Braves taking on Colorado Rockies. Over under is 10.5. Got Fried on the mound for the Braves and Hudson on the mound for the Rockies. If I remember correctly, Hudson gets hit up a lot. He's not that good. I mean, he's good. He made it into MLB, so he's obviously good, but he gets hit up a lot. Fried is decent. I think he's going to have a better game today. You have the Braves to win this game by more than 1.5 runs. I do think this game goes over 10.5. I think the Braves could put up 8, 7 runs. Rockies put up 4 or 5. Gets over that 10.5. Probably won't be in the final plays, but that's the way I lean. Next game, this should be a good game. Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the LA Dodgers. Over under is 7.5. You got Paul Skeens on the mound for the Pirates and Ryan on the mound for the Dodgers. Both these pitchers, especially Skeens, is a beast. Skeens is a beast. Ryan's pretty decent. Should be a good game. Not sure who wins this game. It's going to be a tough game, I believe. I lean the Dodgers to win. And I think it goes over 7.5. Even though these pitchers are pretty solid, I do think runs can be scored. Just because it's a low number, 7.5 is, I can see it getting there. Like, I can see it's going 5-4 Dodgers. That's the way I lean. 5-4 Dodgers. I think that's the way it goes. Next game, I think it's the last game of the night. Yep. New York Mets taking on the Mariners, Seattle Mariners. Over under 7.5. You got Manaea on the mound for the Mets and Gilbert on the mound for the Mariners. I'm not sure who wins this game. Going back and forth. I think if I had to pick, I'd take the Mets to win straight up and over 7.5. Probably won't be in the final plays. That's the way I lean, though. Alright. That's all the games for all the MLB today. Give you my final plays. So, today's final play. Alright. So, final plays that I'm rolling with today. Got 3 spread picks, 3 over-unders. Taking the Angels. The Angels to beat the... Sorry, 1 second. Angels to beat the Nationals by more than 1.5 runs. Angels to beat the Nationals by more than 1.5 runs. Taking the Athletics to win the game straight up money line to beat the 1 sec, sorry. Athletics to beat, what's the game? The Toronto Blue Jays. Athletics to beat the Blue Jays straight up. And then I have the Orioles to beat the Rays by more than 1.5 runs. Those are the 3 spread picks. Then 3 over-unders. Alright. Taking the Angels game. The Angels-Nationals game. Going over 9.5. Taking the Orioles-Rays game. Going over 7. I'm taking the Dodgers-Pirates game over 7.5. Alright. One more time. Got the Angels to beat the Nationals by 1.5 runs. Athletics to win the game straight up. Orioles to win their game by more than 1.5 runs. And then Angels, Nationals over 9.5. Orioles, Rays over 7. Dodgers, Pirates over 7.5. Those will be my final plays for today's games. Alright? Quick recap of yesterday's games. Man, guys, yesterday we got butts kicked. We got our butts kicked. It was a negative day. 2-4. We were 2-4 yesterday. 2 wins, 4 losses. It is what it is. We take the losses with the wins with the losses. Alright? We keep going, keep pushing. We let you guys know If we lose, we lose. We win, we win. We gotta be honest with each other. 2-4, we lost. It is what it is. If you took my picks, I'm sorry, you lost. If you did the opposite, you made yourself some money. Because I was 2-4. If you took the opposite, you would have been 4-2. All right. So again, take my picks. Don't take my picks. It's up to you. Do your research. Have fun. That's safe. I'm having fun with this, guys. Come rock with me. Come support the channel. Like, comment, subscribe down below. Please subscribe. Let's have fun. Give me your picks. Give me your plays. Give me your thoughts. It'll be a fun day, all right? Saturday, August 10th, 15 MLB games. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.